in most religious pictures or depictions, you see the god has a vahan, like an owl or a bird of some kind, or so that's what they ride on. But Shiva does not ride on the dog. Shiva just walks with the dog. And there is a beautiful story. So Kal Bhairav, which is the form of Shiva when Shiva walks with the dog, is an ascetic. He actually goes to pyres and he's a mendicant. He's a beggar. But the story there is that the long and short of it is that he says that if you can see me, because everybody worships power and Shiva is power, so if you can see me and you can see this dog in the same light, then you are enlightened. So given that background, I thought that it was appropriate that there should be a Shiva temple on our campus, on the sanctuary. But I went and talked to a lot of people, and everybody told me that it is avoidable to have a Shiva temple, and it is definitely avoidable to have a Kal Bhairava temple, because he is the form of Shiva with perhaps the most destructive power, and also the most constructive power, but the most destructive power. 99% people told me it should not be done. And then I met this, I would call him a very enlightened guy. Interestingly, he was a software engineer in his earlier life, but he'd become a sage. And I asked him, I said, this is what I want to do. He said, where do you want to do it? So I said, I want to do it in where my dogs live, and for this reason and whatever. So he just laughed and he said, no matter what people say, the decision has already been made. And if you've already decided that he should live with you, then he should live with you. Then I got to the next stage of actually constructing the temple. So it requires an idol, but the idol has to be, it is called pran sthapna, where you actually sanctify the idol. There is actually the soul of the god that starts living in that idol. So there is a whole process of doing it, and I wanted to find out how to make the idol and who's going to do this. So finally we found in Banaras, in Varanasi, the Guruji who agreed to do the pran sthapna. So there was at that time we flew in 5 Pandits along with him, and there was a 5-day puja here.